My name is Seth. Welcome to the podcast. I'm going to do the whole episode in a strange voice. Let's do it.
Deal of the week, deal of the week. Andrew brings Paul a deal of the week.
And I'm here too. I am here too with Paul, the illustrious Paul. Hello, Mr.
Hello.
Gabriel. And Andrew Striegel. Hello, Andy. Does anyone ever call you Andy?
A couple of people do. It's not my favorite. We'll go with Andrew today.
Andrew
we used to call you Indy in high school.
Andrew is very formal.
It's a family thing. We talked about family dinners, like you like sitting down and all that stuff.
Tell me about it.
Full names only in my family.
Well, I mean, example, what's your wife's name again? Oh, you're not going to. No, you call her Jen. What's going on here?
That's her family.
What's your father's name?
Jerome.
Well, you can't really shorten that up.
He's Jerry.
Paul, are you confused by this story?
You picked the one example. You broke it down.
I picked two now.
Jen's not in my family. She doesn't count. She's in my new family.
So it's not Jennifer. It's not Jerome. Your son's name is Mason.
Goes by Mason.
Mace.
Where is this deal today? We've analyzed your names enough.
So,
Lafayette, Louisiana.
yeah, this is, we actually have a longtime listener who was in the office today, former intern, and he came up to me, and this is a shout out to Mason McAvack.
Why are you giving him credit?
He goes, I would really love to see something out of Louisiana.
Is that what he said?
That's what he said.
You been down there? Been in Louisiana?
I don't think so. Have you?
I have.
One time.
New
It's a strange
Orleans.
place, yeah.
God, that street stinks.
I mean, it's just like the people, the way they talk, strange.
Nolans.
Strange to me, you know.
Nolans.
Perfect for them.
Because you ain't at the bayou.
The sarcophagi that are just up above the water, like everyone gets buried above. Like, you didn't
What?
see this? Dude, on our off ramps in Ohio, what's in between? When you curl around, what's in the middle? Grass.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's where they put their cemeteries.
Come on.
And they're not buried. They're all up above because
Come
the
on.
water level. Yeah, that's right around
Legit.
Nolans. In fact, and I've heard they don't actually call it Nolans.
You don't want the gators getting them.
What do they call it?
Well, like people say, I had a friend from Florida, and he called New Orleans Nolans, but apparently it's not. New Orleans people don't actually say Nolans. I don't know, man. It's another world down there. It is another world. I'm telling you should go check it out, Paul. But the shrimp and grits are.
I don't like grits.
Oh, I got alligator. I got everything down there.
You know what? We're gonna smoke an alligator at my house on the smoker. We should have it. Together.
I'm in
When's
for
this
that.
happening?
You can order gators from like farms in Louisiana.
Oh.
They'll send them up skinned.
Speaking of gators, you know what I did recently?
Say it.
I read the book about Aaron Hernandez and his whole murder thing, the whole trial
And?
thing. Man, that was messed up.
Good dude, right?
James Patterson wrote the book. Man, that was messed up. Like, he was definitely a gang member. He was definitely murdering people.
Different
He was above.
different strokes.
Yeah, different strokes.
I guess so. I feel bad for the guy.
Him and Winslow. Remember, I got him confused a few episodes
Yeah,
ago.
K2. He just got convicted.
It's crazy.
He spent the rest of his life in jail.
Having a bad year.
Incredible. Tell us about this Lafayette property.
I don't really want to look at this property.
Come on, Paul.
It doesn't seem like it's...
Tell me what your frustrations are.
I don't like the way it looks.
Well, let's go into that.
How many units, Andrew?
We got 124 units here.
That's a lot.
I said Lafayette, which is Paul asked population and stuff like that. So 120,000 people in Lafayette.
Isn't it a college town?
490,000 in the metro.
Isn't it a college town?
Yeah, there's a lot of
LSU.
It's the fourth.
No.
It's not LSU.
Where's LSU?
What is West Lafayette? That's
That's it. That's Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah, fourth largest city in Louisiana. I couldn't tell you the fifth though.
What is the
Or the third?
The 1 to 2 to 3 bedroom. What's the 1 to 2 to 3 bedroom spread?
57 ones, 87 twos.
67
No,
twos.
67 twos.
67 twos. Yeah. When it goes down and curls around, it's a 6. Yeah. What are they getting now?
They're getting there's actually some discrepancy in the sheet, but they're getting about 670 average.
And then market rent 689.
True story.
Okay.
Now the interesting part of it, it's what I'll say. You got a pool in the middle of it. It's the kind of California style, which is the flat units, 2-story with an outside walkway. Other people call it like Red Roof Inn type look.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Where you walk up to each individual door. There's not interior hallways and stuff like that.
Okay.
The outside, I'd say, leaves a bit to be desired.
Let me take a look, Paul. You know,
Paul,
this
why
is
don't
my
you throw it over
specialty.
so you can give him Seth wants to give a little visual crack at the description
So
here.
this definitely looks like the South. I mean, it looks like a kind of like a Florida retirement or like a motel, kind of like a motel looking with the center pool. Yeah, I get you. Beautiful trees. What don't you like about this, Paul?
I don't know. It just doesn't feel. I don't
Beautiful
know.
pool in the middle.
Is it beautiful though? Look at that trim around the pool. Listen, these are easy things to fix, but to travel down for 130, 124 units, that's a tough one.
Oh, so this is obviously going to get the management. You have no one there. This is a new. Well, maybe not necessary for you guys.
We're not in the area, but we always try to bring up some different things. So we're using examples from properties that are in different locations based on pretty much what comes across my desk and things that I can find. But this is one where the outside, this looks like a very C-class property, right, Paul?
That is correct.
And the rents also demonstrate that. I'm not wildly familiar with all Louisiana rents, but 670 is not super large rent. But the interesting thing is they've redone the inside already.
When?
Within the last couple of years.
Yeah, so they got
So, I mean, you can see a picture of the leasing office there. They didn't have a picture of the kitchen on this. They had it on another bit of their advertising or
looks
whatever.
like they're just redone.
So they did the floors.
Yep.
The cabinets aren't like the soft closures, but
I have my price.
they're I love this.
Already?
Yes.
Okay.
So let me keep going for a little bit. And I like the fact you got the number so quickly because part of the downside for deal of the week, I feel like, is when I'm doing the numbers, I do the same thing where I'm like, yeah, I'm done with this one. But I still got to go through to be able to answer all these questions you guys are throwing at me. So I'm digging into something that I know we're going to die.
I have the price.
How can you have the price so quickly, Paul?
I took the rents, multiplied by 12. Then I took out expenses, obviously higher than they're reporting because they're all liars. I divided by 7% for the cap rate. And I have my price.
So I wrote a price down here. I'm interested to see what Paul said. I think this is going to be a little higher than what Paul's going to say.
Probably.
Paul, what would you like to buy this 124 unit?
I'm going to give you a couple prices.
Go.
The first price is what I think it's worth if I live down there. $42,000 per unit.
Okay.
I assumed $4,500 a unit expenses, which I don't know if that's right or wrong. I just threw it out there because they said $3,800. I'm like, okay, liars, so I had 20%.
I'd go with 5 because their actual is 43 shown.
They're showing their
That's the broker.
but they're showing the actuals in there though.
I'm looking at the statement right
Oh,
here.
these assholes. Well, then I disregard.
Do the numbers
It
again.
said actuals in there. Deal of the week.
Deal of the week. Did you hear how bad I was there in that singing? Remember we talked about how I'm going to be the singer in our band?
I'll tell you what.
Can you play drums, Andrew?
No. Paul's seen me. It's bad. Literally no rhythm, left hand. I can't even stranger.
You can't clap on 2 and 4?
Seth, not happening.
That's okay.
So my wife and I started watching this show on TV, and I absolutely love it. I'm kind of mesmerized with music because I'm so terrible at it.
Tell me about it.
Songland.
Never heard of it.
Never heard of it?
I don't have cable, but what does it do?
So rather than all these singing shows where you go in and use your talent, where you're like,
Oh, yeah.
sing and they all love you and you get something for it, right? These are the people that ghostwrite songs for famous people.
Sia was one of these people.
And so, yeah, they start off just writing music because they're not big name. They're not going to perform. They can't get the producer and the record label and all that kind of stuff, but they have good writing skills that can
Yes.
turn into something. So these people essentially write a song, come in and pitch it, and maybe they're not a good singer. They are an okay singer, but they actually bring in John Legend. They bring in
You're kidding.
and then John Legend has 4 people write a song, sing a song to him, and then from there he whittles it down to 3, sends those 3 in with different producers who are all Grammy-winning type people. One of the guys that hit from Coldplay, and so they sit down with the people, spend a week redoing part of the lyrics to show them how to hit up notes and down notes and when to hit and change some words and how to sit there and take the song and turn it into that style of that artist, revamp the song completely, put new beats behind it, and all of a sudden they come back, re-sing the whole thing, and he goes, boom, that's my song, puts it on their album.
No way. What channel is this on?
Like Will.i.am sat
Yeah.
there, and they all went through, and he was so, like, he pulled a keyboard out in the middle of their pitch. He goes, stop. And he goes, what if you change the word to this?
Collaborate and
And he starts, doot, and doing the whole different thing. And he goes, and give me a drum beat where it's like cymbals.
Songland.
Oh, yeah.
What channel? Country Music
Discovery.
Channel?
No, ABC or something like that.
Wow.
And so anyway, by the end, it's they go put one of the songs on the album, and if you go on Spotify or something like that, you can look at all the songs that they pick, which is so cool.
Just to change topics, just made another. Have you seen Forged in Fire?
No.
What?
Dude.
Never even heard of it.
Neither have
Okay.
I. What is it called?
It's on the History Channel.
What's it called?
Forged in Fire. The premise? You seen it, Tim? They get like 4 dudes, blacksmiths. You have to make a machete. You have 3 hours. Start with the steel, and they're banging, and they're doing their this in the fire. And
So
they're
it's
welding.
like Cake Wars for
Wars.
cavemen.
Absolutely. And they play heavy metal music. Obviously, I love it. The dudes are tattooed and bearded, and they're like pounding, and sparks are flying. And they judge, and they actually. But the other thing with cake is they at the end of the cake show, someone tastes it and says, "Oh, you win." No. The knife has to cut. It has to chop. It has to cut the wood, and they do all the tests, and like you win. You made the best knife. It's freaking awesome. But this song lands.
So it's less discretion, more like it did it. I saw it.
Will you buy a drum set for the new house?
I would buy a drum set for the new house. I want a band.
Don't put me
I
behind
want
the
a
drum.
band.
Listen to me carefully.
The area above the garage is going to be the band. It's going to be where magic is
If you
made.
buy a drum set, we are a band.
Am I going to have to write lyrics?
First off, I can't wait to see the movie Yesterday. Have you seen the preview for this thing?
Who's in it?
I have no idea. But it's this guy who gets in it. He's a singer-songwriter. He's a songwriter.
Love the idea. Seriously.
Okay, yeah, he's a songwriter. He gets hit by a bus. The world has like some power outage. He wakes to. He knows all the Beatles songs and he starts singing it. And everybody's like, "Oh, what song is that?" He's like, "Well, that's a great song you just wrote." He's like, "I didn't write that. Paul McCartney did." They're like, who's Paul McCartney? He's like, "Paul McCartney, the Beatles." Like, who are the Beatles? And he wakes up in a world where he knows all the Beatles songs and they never existed.
This is a movie.
And
Yeah,
he
so
thought,
it turns
he
out-
thought everyone was fucking around. So he goes on Google, types in the Beatles, and a picture of a Beatle shows up, and he goes, "What?"
Yeah. So he becomes this huge megastar, has all these hits. It's funny because I've thought about these ideas in my head going like, what if I just like went back in time and killed this singer, Michael Jackson, and sang all the songs myself?
So he's
This
hanging
is
out
what
with all
you
these
think about?
famous people, and he's producing this one, Hey Jude, and Ed
Yeah.
Sheeran's in the room, and he goes, "Dude, what have you changed?" "Hey dude."
He's like, "Hey, dude."
And he's like,
"Really? That's
"Nah."
your suggestion?" He's like, "Yeah, hey, dude." He's like,
That was an okay British accent.
"Oh, you like that one?"
We talk about
I
accents.
know.
before.
That was off the cuff. It wasn't any. There was no pressure on me.
Speaking of accents, can I get that Louisiana accent again?
Nolans.
All right, you ready for this? Guys, listen. So you're not going to believe this. I totally have to change topics.
We've changed the topic 8 times already.
So I have children, and I connect
know.
well with children because at weddings I connect really well with children because I have a couple voices. Paul,
Oh boy.
I got the voices.
Let's hear this.
So you know this Elmo, who this Elmo is, right?
Elmo.
Yeah, from Sesame
Yeah.
Street. So my kids, I'd get puppets, and I'd say, "Hey, everybody, it's Elmo. Hey, yeah, Elmo loves you." Just like Elmo. Okay, so if you see me on YouTube, I don't look like Elmo. and the guy who did Elmo, you ever see the guy who did Elmo? Oh,
I think you got a little more Papa Smurf in you.
6'5" black dude. That's the dude who did Elmo for many, many years. Then he got rung up on like
Child porn.
somewhere,
Come on.
Wikipedia. Yeah, it's Elmo. Yeah. Or you could do. So I went to Disney last year. So it was, oh, it's Mickey. Wait, hold on. Oh boy, it's Mickey. Oh, it's Mickey Mouse. Oh,
pretty
I'm
good.
here with my pals.
That's pretty good. You know who's good at Mickey? Mikey.
Mike?
No, he's not,
'cause
is he?
Loves
Oh, really
Paul's
good.
brother Mikey.
Mikey's good at it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh boy. So anyway, but no. Why were we talking about voices? I don't remember.
I said, give me a
I
Louis-
said the British.
Oh,
and
yeah,
you
the
said-
British.
And I
yeah.
said, give me a Louisiana accent because I was
Yeah,
trying to
so
bring
what
us
I
back
do
to
with my-
task.
So I love puppets. We're on Deal of the Week, by the way. I actually work with puppets. I've always loved puppets. And so I love entertaining my children with little puppets. And so I have this gator, So his name's Alligator from the bayou. You know what I mean?
Alligator.
Get down from the bayou. And he making the red beans and pepper, the red
that's
beans
so
and rice.
good.
So you talk about, down the bayou, being in the swamp there, down on the bayou. Alligator. I'll bring him in next time we have. Tell me the property. I'll bring in puppets.
Please.
I
This
need-
is it. This is it.
Well, anyway,
We
so-
missed it.
God, I should bring him in. We'll do a whole podcast with a special
Hey,
guest.
Jude.
All right, let's get back to this. Paul, what's
All
your
right,
new
so
number?
we got this property that's already fixed up on the outside, ugly on, or vice versa. Nice on the inside, ugly on the outside. Only getting 680. It's a 12% vacant.
No, you said 670. You said 670 before,
Okay.
and it said the market rent 689.
Okay. Stick with that.
Okay, My price if I lived down there and operated, $37 a door.
Down from 42.
Two.
37 a door times 120. That's like a lot.
4 point some
Six.
million. I don't know. That's the price I would pay if I lived down there. But since we're up here, it's probably going to be like 33 to 34 a door.
That's what you want to pay.
Yeah.
So what is that million? How many millions is that? 34 you said?
Do 37 a door because we want to do this as if somebody's down there.
Times 120.
4.6.
There's
no asking price.
So I got aggressive.
Okay.
Well, there's a whisper price.
Yeah, I know. But what's your aggressive?
My aggressive, I got 28 a door.
That's a lot less than 37.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Well, part of it was I'm looking at the other area and I don't see where else this is becoming. It's fixed up already. It's not like I have this gigantic room
I know. I didn't do it either.
to push and
I
stuff
did it
like
on
that.
the rents, 10% vacancy, 25 grand other income.
I used their
You said
12.
28 a door?
I used their 12.
I did $5,000 unit in expenses.
28
7
a door.
cap. What'd you do cap rate wise?
7.5.
Oh, that makes more sense.
3.4 million.
What are they asking?
3.472. They're asking 4.8 for this.
This one's actually ugly. Whisper 6.
6 million? Are you fucking kidding?
5% vacancy.
So
$30,000 other income. They slash like,
Everybody who's
everything.
driving their car.
Hold on.
The
crashes.
taxes aren't going to go up.
So
Payroll got cut.
if you're
in
looking
half.
on YouTube, I control the soundboard, and when he said that, I had to get on Paul's volume because he started screaming uncontrollably. So I apologize if you're driving and you heard Paul lose his shit over $6 million.
How much is that per door? 48?
right on the money.
How do you do that math so quick?
It's estimations.
Yeah, 48.
Fuck.
This is a no deal, right? Wait.
This is like,
No deal.
again, the idea is you look at something where someone said, "Oh, I fixed it up already. It's done. You don't have to do anything."
We
Well,
should
yeah,
do,
you fixed it up and got nothing for it.
you know what we should do for sound effects? Survey says and have the versus the
Sir,
oh, you want
Family
the
Feud.
Family Feud X?
yeah. X or the if it works, it's like the ding, it does that whole like it's turning over thing.
oh.
I don't know. Press your luck's coming back. Maybe we get some whammy sounds
Is
in
it
here.
press
I,
your luck
I
coming
loved
back?
that when I was a kid.
Oh,
Yeah.
who didn't love that,
It's
Seth?
back.
I know. I've seen it. Yeah.
I
yeah.
haven't seen it.
My favorite game show is $25,000 Pyramid of all
Oh,
time.
really
was
like
a good-
that?
That was a good show.
Oh man, you got
And they're like the way they're
music
talking, they're like,
going.
and this is okay, and this is okay.
Yeah, like I love that show. I wish it was like a home version. I'm sure there is, but
Hey, Paul,
Yeah.
you got this deal. You're the highest offer out of 20. Things my brokers never told me.
well, this is a terrible deal, right?
Yeah, this is a bad one. This was one where someone promising like, "Oh, we already fixed everything up. Come by it for this maximum number." And the reality is, congratulations, you fixed it. It looks nice on the inside. You have to take my word for it. Not a lot of pictures, but at the end of the day, there's no money in it to. It wasn't worth it. So they're trying to squeeze way too much juice out of this one.
$6 million they want for this. Ain't happening. So it might happen to somebody, right?
Maybe.
There's a lot of times where Paul goes, "Andrew, no one's going to buy it at that." I'm like, "No, I think someone's going to buy it at that." Honestly, this one, I don't know who the hell's buying that. That one's too high. That one's out of my realm of thinking someone's going to pay
Unless
that
they
money.
think there's more rehab potential in there.
I guess.
Thank you for joining us today.
Sorry for all the bad news here.
Thank you for joining us on
Dude, that's incredible.
Thanks, Mason. Thanks, Mason. Your
Dude,
suggestion
I will
was terrible.
call like my friends who have 2-year-olds. I'm like, hey, it's Elmo. Hi.
Can we do a prank call right now with you doing that? Let's call the White House.
Listen, I like
Should you call my son?
Harry's our buddy Harry has a 2-year-old, and he will just start squealing and laughter if I call them on. I don't think that.
We got to do the White House. You got to be like,
Hi, is President Trump home? It's Elmo.
Isn't that a good voice?
oh, it's phenomenal.
like it's not like kind of close. It's like,
Yeah.
You put some effort into that.
well, no, really. I've just loved like puppet movies. The Muppets, man.
Fuck the
They're
Muppets.
awesome. All the Muppet movies. I watched the Muppet Babies.
I never
Come on,
got into
Andrew.
Fraggle Rock.
Fraggle Rock, and then the Muppet movies like Labyrinth with David
Labyrinth?
Bowie. David Bowie. It's all Muppets in the movie,
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, you got to watch Labyrinth, bro. It's all like little puppets. like it's
Yeah.
all puppets, bro. Most of the characters are puppets, and so yeah, no, it's not hard. I was like, I could do it one time. I just tried. I was like, hey, everybody. All right,
We're still going.
thanks for joining us, guys.
Tim's like, producer Tim's like, we're done here.
He just cut the main feed, cut the power. These fucking idiots are done.
It's
All right,
down. It's
thanks
downhill.
everyone. See you later. Love you.
Of the
Bye.
week. Andrew brings Paul a deal of the week.
And
Is that there
Season
too?
2. Thanks for joining us. Yay!